team fight, it's a tough game for Claude. I think that's it, right? I mean, even if he goes into these team fights, that Minion's Fury is going to stop him from doing a lot of damage in these team fights. So for Iman, he doesn't need to play this game well. He needs to play this game perfect.
Okay, let's see here. Will he rock the Purify or the Sprints? Because it can
Has
go
to be
either
Purify,
way.
right?
Against Gwyn, against Minotaur, yes. But is he looking for mobility?
Sand rises
We'll
when
have
I
to
give
see.
the
I
word.
think time will tell.
Ooh.
It is going to be Khalid though.
Ooh.
Still not picked up just yet. It was changed a bit though. It's no longer as tanky, but it is more mobile. Now, if your first skill doesn't really hit targets, you can still dash multiple times, but the damage reduction on the second skill is a lot lower. So he is still vulnerable a lot more to getting bursted down, but I think the utility is what APBREN is looking for. If they get snowballing here, that Raging Sandstorm, they can still be comboed with like the Minion Fury kind of. That is a terrible combo.
I mean, Wolf mentioned
terrifying.
earlier off stream that Khalid's animation is mostly why he's not as popular as the previous meta. It's slower. People.
There's a lot of easy to read ultimates, but it has to rely on your super fast reactions. What are your reactions to this incredible animation as we get in to the Land of Dawn? Gani, take us there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match point for APBREN. Will they be able to knock down RSG, send them to the lower brackets? Let's see and witness. It's RSG and APBREN.
Wow. Talking about adaptations and the battle spells we are talking about earlier, Gani. No purifies. It's still about the execution that play. APBREN are the ones without the purify. RSG, they're respecting it now, but will that be enough to grant them the security in the middle of these skirmishes? As you can see, man, Flapteasy on an aggressive hero like the Khalid, it is definitely quite terrifying.
On a Guinevere, a very fast clearer. You can see that APBREN are already grouping up before the first minute even hits. Ogwen got his own Nats away. He might actually have to go and flicker out, and he does. Out of the turtle pit early on. The same thing happening, a flicker early. Whoa, Super Marco getting a good trade. And this is exactly why I don't like the Claude in the Bruno lane.
Yeah, as expected from Mirko there. But yes, with that burnt flicker from Naps, that's already a small win for APBREN. Also a small win for the setup next turtle. That can be crucial, that Naps will not have the PZ flicker combination to somehow dismantle the formation from APBREN.
I feel like in a full-on team fight, there's a Minotaur, a Khalid, and a Faramis. There's just way too many high-profile ultimates. Unless RSGPH catch APBREN off guard, maybe with a flanking blazing duet or an electrifying beat from Demon Kite, I think it's going to be a bit too difficult for them to really get a decisive fight. At best, I feel like it's going to go even.
Again, precision was the theme of Game 1. Let's see if APBREN continues that concept. Turtle, initiated by APBREN. RSG, will they be able to contest this one?
With the Requiem and a spatial migration, that should give Caltesi an advantage, and also with the Raging Sandstorm as well. The Requiem comes in, but oh my goodness! It's Nats who picks it up with no flicker, but it's a team fight win for APBREN. They'll be happy to trade it for 2 kills.
APBREN, calm, precise, and there you go. They lost. They weren't precise on the turtle, but they were precise on the team fights here. Again, Line here needs to be very careful, quite low in the bottom side of the map, and if he is wrong on his calculation, maybe APBREN might jump on it.
Yeah, but with, with all the Wilderness Blessings right here, it was nerfed to be 5% less effective. But RSGPA is just trying to move fast, but APBREN somehow are faster, and they do get the steal there, I believe.
They did.
They did, right? 1,000 gold lead already, but the spells from APBREN, a lot of them are not available, so I expect them to slow things down here. Meanwhile, RSGPH, spell check only light. Spell is on cooldown, so team fight-wise, they will be more ready. They will have more resources. So again, RSG don't mind it now. If they force a fight with APBREN now, they will somehow. I expect them to just chill.
I do wonder if RSGPH are thinking of using the Purify not only defensively but aggressively as well to try and get a dive in and you know, surprise APBREN by not really getting cancelled out. But now, whoa, look at this pickoff.
Minion Fury on top of Violet Requiem. Light did not get to move.
Wow.
He was a bird in that fight, completely in the air.
It was too light.
Nats though, jumping with the penalty zone, only connecting on Super Marco as another round comes in from Mew to save them for a bit. Ogwen gonna be jumped by Iman right now, doing some damage, but knockup comes through again from Ogwen on his signature pick. How do you say his name, Gani?
Ogwen! Was it not?
That's it.
Ogwen! Yes, APBREN, a similar story. Early game, they got the dub again here in the second game. Though, this time around, economy isn't too far of a gap. Second turtle here. The setup is still favoring the side of APBREN, but RSG, they look to get a jump on towards the lead.
FlapTZ against the world, a Raging Sandstorm defensively, but a penalty zone as well. He's still able to get the healing. FlapTZ as well with the help from Ogwen. My lord. 3 rotations, 3 members, not enough to take FlapTZ down.
That's the problem, man, with FlapTZ so deep behind. If they go for a fight right there, they're susceptible to getting hit by a massive Raging Sandstorm. So RSG, they kind of treat it out, playing for a gang on top side, but everything's going to plan.
It's a lockdown again. It was Light earlier, now it's Nats. It's not even the same dynamic duo of combos. It was Ogwen and Kyle up top. Down below, it was FlapTZ and Kyle. Still the same outcome.
Well, looking at the in-game equipments right here, for now, I think Super Marco with the Has-Claws Power Spike can definitely just absolutely bully 1v1 in the lane. But unfortunately for him, that's not how this game's going, right? It's a lot of roaming going on. And for a few, having the Enchanted Talisman means that he will be a lot more spammable in his damage. It's a big spike in damage output, first of all, but also in the cooldown of that Nether Realm. For FlapTZ, he has the Heptoseize. So now, the squishies in the back line needs to be very careful. There are 2 very obvious ones inside of RSGPH.
Well, APBREN here will not be able to find the turret top lane. RSG will have the wave clear. APBREN though, will they commit this mid?
See that Astral Spear damage onto Kyle? Aqua shot it from quite far away and it did nothing. I think it even healed FlapTZ at that moment. A good Astral Echo to reveal a lot of the members. Nat's going to be knocked up. The top lane turret tier 1 is sieged down easily by APBREN's Super Marco.
You know, real quick, the Minotaur, Ogwen, has built an Athena shield. So he's just completely trying to make sure that he does not get chunked down by magic damage.
Yep.
Because if you look at the composition, the only real threat is going to be Terizla and Claude. And generally, their aim in the fight isn't to shut down or shred down the Minotaur. And he still has the most kills on the game, by the way. 2 kills.
Ogwen, you're a roamer. Ogwen, you're a Minotaur.
Please.
It was okay with the Arlet, right? Because you're a damage dealer. But
This time,
hey, man.
he's a bull. Now RSG, 3,000 gold deficit. They will concede the last turtle in this game. APBREN will not find anything more here, it seems like. Top side is vacant. RSGPH gets a free turret there, top side of the map.
Small victory for RSGPH. They desperately need it right now. It feels like the same situation for different reasons. In game number 1, it was an assassin just corralling everyone from splitting away. Now, funny enough, it's almost like it's the Khalid, right? Just pushing everyone slowly but surely to the other side of the map. But Iman here is going to try and make a play. He's outnumbered.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He just walks up. He doesn't even recall on that push. Comes down with a BMI. And the Purify. That's a big resource burnt out, though. All just for a spatial migration by FlapTZ. As you knows it, wants to push the tempo even further in the bottom lane, but APBREN decide against it. They'll just play for space, play for control.
Concealed play though.
Purify, and that's why FlapTZ already baited it out earlier in the bottom lane. That means it's an easy pickoff. Even FlapTZ decides to rotate into that mid lane, and APBREN should be able to pressure not just the enemy jungle, but even the structure down below.
Iman was playing with fire. He knows his Purify is on a cooldown, and he just went on that route there, on that jungle. But an opening perhaps here from APBREN. Oh, the mid structure, it will definitely fall.
That's a purple buff taken away by FlapTZ. He's stolen away, I should say. And a tier 1 in the mid lane as well. Deja vu to game number 1, 6-0 in the 8th minute of the game.
The goal difference isn't nearly as bad as game number 1, but look at the pressure. Look at how afraid, technically, RSG PH are playing. Few has been just walking up, hitting them with the Ghostbusters again and again in dangerous territory, almost under their turrets, and they are not willing to go for a possible pickoff. But look at Clapteasy.
Raging Storm and a flicker, and Mon, whoa, he just disappeared. That was a magic trick by APBREN. Super Marco with the help of the blades of Flapteasy's Khalid.
Again, a slight disconnect there from the side of RSG. Eman isolated in the front lines alone, no cover whatsoever, and of course APBREN will be there to punish. And looking at the situation right now, being a man down, of course APBREN will secure the Lord comfortably. A man down, you're right.
E-man down, a man down.
Man down.
He has just finished his golden staff though, so it is late. And RSG now, they're just trying to find something, but look at where Ogwen and Clapteasy are positioning, right? They're just slowly but surely in position to cut off RSG should they overextend and get punished for it.
Oh, the worldie. Poking them down. Ooh, Light gets out with that onward. Barely. That spatial migration could have been deadly, as Flapteasy is the one who was sent to invade. It's not even Kyle anymore. At this point, they are delegating tasks to their XP lane to invade.
Ladies and gentlemen, game 1 was RSG securing or breaking the scoring board in what, 11th minute of the game?
13.
First skill for RSG.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I thought you said end game. My bad.
11th minute of the game, and it seems like it is going to be the same story here in the second game. APBREN still on a what do you call it? A clean sheet.
Spatial migration into the Wild Requiem, into the Minions Fury! On to 4, the worldie goes hand in the back. Now it's Demon Kite who takes the win in Nether Realm, and just on cue. The 11th minute, not there just yet, but it's the first kill over to RSGPH. The Raiders strike and are on the board. Demon Kite looking for another chance at a fight. There's an Astral Sphere to clear out the lane. Still going to be the Bruno, Super Marco, dealing some damage onto the base turret in the mid lane, but it's not enough to take it down just yet. Aqua throws another Astral Sphere down into that purple buff territory.
Remember, Mirko, we were talking about the possibility of a comeback. With the Novaria in the roster this time, not exactly behind, not really shut down. There's a chance right here. Let's take a look at this play though. It's just a full-on engage, and Ogwen just does Ogwen things. And in Nether Realm, just for good measure. It's a good amount of damage from Demon Kite, and Clapteasy technically gets baited by that aggression. So they trade for 1, but they lost a base turret. But I think the significant factor right here is the fact that Aqua can now clear a lot better. He has just finished the Lightning Truncheon, and we know how pesky and Novaria is in stalling out the game. He's clearing waves again and again, forcing APBREN to just wait for the next Lord before they can try and do something else to end the game.
Let's see here, APBREN being invasive does not find the right connection just yet, but APBREN again, such a menace, 7,000 gold lead, and what's funny is RSGPH, they take down Clapteasy to open their first score of the board in the first game, also in the second game here. Clapteasy being the victim, the only victim in that first game. Let's see, APBREN, will they repeat it?
That might come true.
Clapteasy,
you're trying to blame him.
Take my life.
to take me. My body is ready, he says. But this is the problem when you play against APBREN. It's always a relatively low-kill game, right? Everything is so calculated. You're not exactly shut down, but you just don't know what to do either. Now with the Lord up, RSG looking for space, looking for some kind of control. Look at this spatial migration. It's so spammable, so dangerous. And with Clapteasy and Ogwen side by side, RSGPH, they're just pushed away.
Look at Master Ogwen. Look at him. He's just zoning everyone. He says, bro, trust me. The kills that you give me, it's planned. It's calculated. However, Iman was able to find a trade. That's the only trade you can expect. But yeah, it feels like, to add on to your point, right, Rashi, to make it a little bit more spicy, feels like APBREN are a type of team that's lawful good.
Lawful good.
The way they play, right? They get the lead in the early. They go through setups. It's all discipline, and then they win the game. For RSG, it's a bit more
chaotic.
They're a bit more chaotic. Good.
Evil.
They're chaotic, good.
They're, okay, chaotic,
They're just chaotic, but they're
neutral.
good once they get that lead.
Okay, let's see here again now. RSG, they will have to defend this Lord here. Oh, they did. Oh, they will have to defend this. Watching top side, bottom side.
Spatial migration onto 2. Iman already not having that purified. That's a 3-man penalty zone. But Black He jumps to the back right now. There's a chance actually for RSGPH to turn around the fight, but Demon Kite burns down. It's ticking. He's still able to survive, but at what cost? It's APBREN sealing the deal again. 11-2, 2-0. Still undefeated at MPLI 2023.
Similar story. Similar outcome as game 1. And Kyle TZ also died twice. My goodness, what?
He's the sacrificial lamb for APBREN.
Also, again, what are the odds, man? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not rigged. I repeat, this is not rigged. But APBREN, a similar outcome here in the second game. APBREN will send RSG to the lower brackets.
Whew. What a performance right there. And yeah, coincidence, Goni. Is that even possible? Or is APBREN just that consistent? Even though RSGPH has made adjustments, they fall to different factors right here. It's not the assassin. It's a fighter in the jungle. It's a Khalid instead